Welcome to another episode of Brothers Arguing Sports. I'm Zav, and across the Zoom is Niles. And today we're going to argue on who belongs on the All-NBA defensive Mount Rushmore. So Niles, give me your four first, and we'll get into it.
Yeah, so my four list is going to be based off of my age. I'm 25 years old, so who I saw, who I was able to see, who I have footage to see. My four are going to be Hakeem Olajuwon, Dennis Rodman, Tim Duncan, and Draymond Green. I feel like Hakeem Olajuwon was an elite defensive player.
Well, I gotta stop. I'm sorry, Niles. I gotta stop you right there. I know you said guys you've seen, but any defense has got to have the greatest defensive player of all time, and that's Mr. Bill Russell. I'm sorry, Niles. Give me some logical reason he's not on your list.
My reasoning with Bill Russell, honestly, is because I wasn't able to see enough footage of him and the players. I didn't see him do it against enough elite talent. I feel like the pool of players was the competition was better in the eras of the players that I listed.
You can only play who you play. Yeah. 11 to 13 years. He had the best defensive win share. I mean, 22 and a half rebounds a game, Niles.
Yeah, I'm not counting that as seriously in this discussion. For me, rebounding isn't a focal. It's a point of defense, but it doesn't stand out to me in the defensive category. But my Mount Rushmore is not top four, so I feel like
with you. Well, the other guy you said you had Rodman. To me, he's more of a rebounder than a defensive player, so I disagree with you there. You think of that Bulls team? I think Pippen was their best defensive player. So
my thing with Rodman is he was the Draymond Green of their defense. I feel like on the perimeter, Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan were the irritants, but Dennis Rodman took up all the defensive assignments on the help. He was great. He was always physically in the space of great players. He made them take
but that. I disagree with you because Draymond Green truly is a leader on the defensive end. Rodman, you had Pippen and Jordan and Harper. I mean, you didn't need to really lead the way Draymond did. So I disagree. On my list, I got Pippen because I wanted a perimeter guy, and the Bulls dynasty was defense. I got Russell. I got Duncan. You had Duncan as well. And the last one to argue, I loved your Hakeem one. Late 80s Hakeem's as good as it gets.
There really wasn't anything with Hakeem that couldn't be done on the defensive end. Elite shot blocking, chase down. He was one of the first real chase down shot blocking artists.
And you're a young guy, Niles, and I'm really impressed that you put him in your list. My last one was a bias pick. I put Garnett over Hakeem because the way Garnett went to the Celtics and they just became a defensive monster, and his leadership, you talk about length, heart, intellect. I don't know. Garnett was just, I think, intense defense with him. So
that's I was gonna ask you, what were the key things that really were really highly valued in your list?
A lot of that. Mine was just dominance. Pippen was dominant on the perimeter. Russell, Garnett, and Duncan. I just like dominance, championships, etc. So there we go. What about you? It was more versatility, right?
It was really on versatility. So if it were an expanded list, I could put guys like Kawhi Leonard or Giannis Antetokounmpo or even LeBron James on this list, because for me, versatility really stands out on the defensive end. We saw even guards like Drew Holiday and Tony Allen do stuff like this. But for me,
that's what makes the list hard. Is we got to narrow it down. Yeah,
that's why I had to include guys like Rodman and Draymond Green because they defended up from their position. They were undersized and they played against guys like. For me, the thing that stood out real quick with Rodman was the fact that he guarded Magic Johnson
early in his career, and then later the Karl Malones. Yeah,
it was Karl Malone and Shaq. So I'm just how that's just amazing that he was able to match up like that. And we saw that with prime LeBron in Miami guarding guys like Tony Parker and then Roy Hibbert. So
all right, guys. So you got each of our lists, and then let us know in the comments what you think, and have a great night, everybody.